All right, here we are. It's Thursday, July 25. It's 2:22 California time. The market's closed, and I'm going to go back in time here a second to this morning, and we're going to see today's 0DTE SPY strangle strategy video. But real quick, I just wanted to throw this in there. This is cool. This is something I'm really excited about. So you may or may not have heard me talking about my profit bomb strategy. If not, I'll leave some links. I've made a couple of videos about them, and it's a strategy that I've been working on, trying to develop and work out all the kinks and make it smooth as butter and consistent, and just work out all the potential problems with it. And I don't know if everyone understands how much time goes into this, because I'm not really comfortable just throwing strategies out there that are like half baked or just ideas. When I present trading ideas and strategies, I want to do it in such a way where I would want to receive it on the receiving end, like if I were to get a strategy from somebody else. And I just want to make sure, like, I kind of look at it like if I were to give a strategy to my son. I mean, I'm not just going to like throw out some half-baked idea to my son, or something that doesn't work, or something that I haven't tested, or, I'm going to do the most that I can, the best that I can, to really back test, work out the details, and really confirm that the strategy is legit, and that it's stable and robust, and that it'll actually work. And that's the same way I'm approaching these strategies that I want to put out to all of you. So this has been a while in the works, and I've had some people ask about it, and it's not that. I only have so much time. I got a lot of stuff going on, and again, I want to create these strategies so that they're super robust and something that I would be really comfortable with handing to my 19-year-old son and saying, okay, this is battle tested and ready to go. So that's where I'm at with several of these projects I'm working on. But this one here is getting close to being done. So this was the first day. It's basically what the profit bomb strategy is. It's a way to lay out, well, in this case, they're butterflies, but you can create butterflies or thin, narrow towers, like skinny iron condors, or even fat iron condors. There's a bunch of different variants, different strategies you can lay out. And the goal is to create a field of them, like a landmine, like it's scattered all the way through a big range. This is on the SPX, scattered through a big range, where ideally all risk is taken off the table. So no matter what, the entire structure is above the zero line. And in this case, it's not, because I made a little mistake today, which is part of this whole testing process. Things that I'm still like finalizing and just tweaking. But it's a simple fix that happened today. Now here you can see that right here, there's some risk on the downside of about $600. Then most of these tents are laid out, and they're all above the zero line into nice profits. And ideally, the strategy is to set one of these structures up so that everything is above the zero line. Right now, each one of these little canyons, these little valleys here, are at a $75 loss. 75, that's the worst case scenario. 75, 75, 75, 75, and then there's this to the downside. And again, that's just because of a minor mistake, a very fixable mistake that I made today. This is a live real money trade. So the ideal position that this trade would have is to just take this whole structure here and just shift it up a little bit. So all of this is above the zero line. So it can land anywhere all the way up to the moon, down to here, and potentially even this. There's ways to shift risk around. Like if we're getting close to one side of this huge structure, we can shift the risk back over to this side and eliminate it from this side, or vice versa. We can just shift it all down and create like a risk-free position all the way up to infinity and beyond on either side. So again, just imagine that this structure is just shifted up a little bit, so each of these valleys are above the zero line, like say a $50 to $100 profit, worst case scenario, plus with all these lottery tickets lined up. And again, this is a 0DTE trade. So these are trades that were just placed today. And what I've been working on is devising a way to enter into these positions that can be placed both up and down and then locked in at various stages, so that we can create a big wide structure like this where everything resides above the zero line. So this is sort of like this is like, how big of a range is this? This is like a 100-point range right here. So here's 5,400 all the way up to well, the moon, basically, with this one. So all the way up from 5,400 all the way up. Or if we have these lottery tickets, these free lottery tickets, these profit bomb structures. And again, in this case, they're butterflies, but they could be the iron condors. They could be super skinny iron condors. They can be structures built upon structures. There's just a ton of different things we can do with this. But again, this is a 100-point range from right here. That's 5,500 to 54. So the idea is to lay these out, kind of scatter them out like landmines on a field, with the hope that the SPX, which is cash settled, will land inside one of these profit tents, inside one of these profit bombs at end of day, where we get a big payout, like $400. This one could pay out up to $900. And again, ideally, I screwed up this trade. I made a mistake on it. That's totally fixable, and I won't be doing that again, which has all these valleys at a $75 loss. But again, that's just a mistake that I made that can be eliminated. And I'll know what not to do next time. Just this is all part of the testing phase. So that's just a super quick update on this. Again, I'm getting really excited. This is the first time I've had this thing lay out like this, and I just feel like I'm getting really, really close to the spot where I'm comfortable to release this thing out into the wild. So not yet, but very, very close. I just kind of want to give you a progress update and just kind of explain why it's taking longer than some folks out there might think that it should be taking. It's just that I don't want to just throw a half-assed, half-baked idea out there. I want to throw a trade out there that's worthy and battle-tested and robust enough where I'd be comfortable handing it to my 19-year-old son. So anyway, that's the update on the profit bomb trades. Now let's get into the today's 0DTE SPY strangle trade. Okay, here we go. It's Thursday morning, July 25. 6:53, and let's get our trade on. All right, so we're in our paper trading account, and we're doing our 0DTE SPY Strangler, the 0DTE trade that we've been tracking. So I'm going to come in here to today's options, the 0DTE options. I'm going to come down the delta column. Here's the delta column on the puts. Come down to 15 delta, or 15 delta-ish. Looks like we need to get this 20 or below, sell custom, and then let's set this to today's date and send that guy off. What? What was that? What was that? Give me issues. Let's try that again. Okay, it's a 19 delta now. So I'm going to say 0DTE SPY Strangle. So I'm going to sell one SPY. Choose today's date. It's going to have a buying power effect of 104,000. That ain't right. What are they doing to me? Okay, let's see. Am I doing something wrong here? I don't think so. Do I have any working orders? No. I've been doing this all week. Let's try one more time. Oh, it's SPX maybe. Is that what the problem is? You son of a... Come on, Dan. Wake up. Okay, SPY. I don't know. Let's see. SPY. We have a delta of 16 here. Sell custom. Make this today's date. I gotta get another cup of coffee. Let's see. That's more like it. Okay. On the call side, same thing. Go to the delta column, find the delta of 15-ish. 15-ish or 20 or below. Let's take this one. We'll say sell custom, SPY Strangle. And then we'll take today's date. This is the Howard template. Thank you, Howard. This makes it so much easier. I don't have to sit there and build this thing every day. It's sweet. Okay, so we're in the trade. So let us, let me get out of this sucker real quick.
Order filled.
This is my British friend. Okay, so let's take a look at this trade here. There we are. We're in the trade. Let's go to the Analyze tab. Take a look at the position. Let's say hype. What's going on? Oh, come on. So here's our strangle. There we go. We're off and running. We're already up 1 bean burrito. Half a bean burrito. All right. So there we go. We're off and running. So I'm just going to shut this down. I'm going to go live my life, go do other things, let this work all day by itself, and then I'll come back at the end of the day, see how we look, and 2 knocks for good luck. And I'll see you at the end of the day. All right, here we go. It's after the market's closed, checking in on the trade. So let's see how the trade did today. It looks like we got stopped out again. Today was another crazy day. Let's look at the chart real quick on this. What is the, I guess it's the SPY, right? So here's the move today. So you can just see there's this nice correction coming down. Today was a wild one. It was racing all over the place. So I'm not surprised it got hit. So we took a loss today on this sucker. So let's look at the analyze. There's the risk graph of it as we started off today. It's look at that, it wound up in the 10 again. I think we've done a test on, have I already talked about that? I wonder if we just like let the thing end wherever it may. I guess you couldn't with the SPY, but like maybe the XSP, just let it expire wherever it's going to be. A lot of times we're inside this tent. I mean, there were a couple times that one day when I screwed up on the boat, that was outside the tent, but it was like $240, I think. That's the furthest I've seen something like that outside the tent, I think, for $240. Early in the day it was down more than that, but that's about 3 times the profit on this. So anyway, that's just I'm just thinking out loud here. I think it might be interesting to do a test on just putting the trade on the morning like we have been, and then just doing nothing, walking away, like using XSP or Spider if you want to go into the last minute and take it off. I guess we could still take it off at the last minute, but no stop. I guess that's what I'm talking about. Just eliminating the 3-time stop for a test. It sounds scary, but I wonder what the numbers look like. And maybe Rob's already done that. I'll have to look and see. So anyway, let's look at our Excel sheet and fill this sucker out. So here's our Excel sheet. Let's see, today's the 25th. 25th. We're going to say copy. Copy. Then we got stopped out at 110. Just want to copy that. And then we got stopped out at end of day for $2. $2.
$2. Cash.
Okay, let me put these numbers in here. So we brought in a credit of 41 on that one. We brought in a credit of 36 on that one. Then we had to buy that back. We got stopped out at 110. And then we got, we closed that for $2. $2.
I want my $2!
Oh my God.
So we're at 63 now. So we are still profitable. We're just kind of swinging back and forth. All right, that's it for this one. Maybe the market will calm down a little bit here. The last 2 days have been nuts. All right, so anyway, that's it for this one. If you'd like to follow along with this and all my other trades I'm doing to partake of the pie and get in on all of it, just make sure you're subscribed to my YouTube channel below. Hit that subscribe button and also join me on my website. I'll leave a link to my website in the description below. Head on over there, sign up for my free email newsletter. As soon as you do that, you get a welcome email. Just reply back to that welcome email and we'll go from there. All right, hope everybody's doing good out there. See you tomorrow.